In this edition of Your Health Matters, it's been a long winter, but finally kids are getting back outside. They're doing spring sports, lacrosse, baseball, track and field. That means injuries. So we are here with Dr. Denise Miller. She's with HCA Midwest Health. So first of all, kind of talk a little bit about how often you see these young athletes in the ER.
You know, it's probably more often than you would think. Nationally, about every 25 seconds, or that's 1.35 million visits a year. And here in the Kansas City area, HCA, we see thousands of kids, many of them with sports-related injuries.
And what are some of the most common injuries that you see for young athletes?
Well, there are unfortunately the more severe ones, concussions and broken bones, but those aren't the most common. Most common would have to do with muscle strains, sprains, ACL tears, joints, just small things where they're doing stuff that they're not used to, or they're overusing muscles, and those things get injured.
And, you know, kids, they want to get out there, they want to compete, they want to do all of that. So what can they do? What can their parents do to help them so they can still compete at their best and stay out of the ER or stay out of the doctor's office?
Oh, sure. Well, you know, a lot of times kids are competing at such a young age, and it's really important not to force them too much. They're doing these intense exercises, and their bones and muscles are still growing, so they need time to recuperate. They also need to have four main things. You need to make sure that they have a good diet so that those joints and muscles have the energy that they need. You want to make sure that they get lots of rest in between activities. That's when our body really recuperates. You want to make sure that they're stretching. Now that's important with any athlete. Stretching warms up those muscles, and it really helps them so that they can compete at their best and avoid injury. And then of course hydration. That should be on everybody's plate all the time. But really before, during, and after activities really helps eliminate injuries.
And talking about stretching, I've heard, you know, stretch beforehand, stretch after. Is there a better either or do you do it both ways? What's the best?
To avoid injury, you really want to stretch before. Those joints, ligaments, tendons, they're a little bit tight, and especially like we said in kids, if their bones are growing faster than their ligaments and tendons, they tend to get tight. And so stretching and warming those up helps it so that they can compete at their best without spraining something.
Okay, so as a parent, you're watching your kid, they get hurt. What are some of the signs, hey, I need to take them to the doctor or I need to take them to the ER? What are some signs to look for?
Sure. Well, if the kid is injured, obviously if there's a deformity, you want to bring them in. Or any kind of head injury where there's a loss of consciousness, you want to make sure the physician sees them. If they're just a little injured, see how things go. If there's a lot of swelling, any kind of deformity, you need to come right in. If not, give it some rest. And we talk about resting the area, staying off of it, don't do things that hurt. You want to ice it, put some ice on it about every 15, 20 minutes. The crushed ice is awesome. You can also use bags of peas and corn. Those are nice little pieces of ice, so it kind of gets around the joint. Then you can rest it, elevate it. You want to keep it up higher than your heart. And compression. Put like a stocking on it or one of those ACE wraps. If it doesn't seem better in a day or two, or if they're still saying it really hurts, you probably should come in and have it looked at.
All right, really good advice. Thank you so much, Dr. Miller. That's it for this edition of Your Health Matters. I'm Jade Degood, reporting for 41 Action News.